Let's explain pattern interrupts. So in hypnosis, we have this technique that we call a pattern interrupt. We use it for inductions, which is a way to get someone into a hypnotic trance. But we can also use pattern interrupts to drop someone's mask, make them a little bit confused, or make them show their true emotions. You see, we use patterns all day. We're constantly doing things unconsciously, walking, breathing, doing things on autopilot, but also shaking hands. I mean, if I would go to you and come up with my hand to greet you, you would most likely also bring out your hand to shake it because you're used to doing that. If we interrupt the pattern, we create a shock state of like 1 or 2 seconds. Pattern interrupt inductions are also called shock inductions sometimes. It sends us to a shock state, kind of blockage in your brain. You don't know what to do. And it makes us extremely susceptible for suggestions for like 1 or 2 seconds. Which means that if you would do a handshake interrupt, interrupting a handshake, and then immediately tell them to close their eyes and relax, and then continue to deepen them, they have their attention on you because you just offered them the solution. You could compare it to when you're walking and you're suddenly tripping over something and you need to find a solution to not fall on your face. So you might stretch out your arms. It's this slight short shock state in which you're in looking for a suggestion or a solution. So if the hypnotist offers you the solution, you're most likely to follow it. A pattern interrupt falls under the category of rapid inductions, and I love them. And there are so many modifications of the handshake interrupt because people would be shaking their hand and pulling on it. But what I like to do is bring their hand to the face, make them stare at it first, because they will follow my instruction of look at your hand. And then they're completely focused on that hand, completely focused on your voice, and they will just follow along. Pattern interrupts are fun. You want someone to drop their poker face? Just confuse them for a moment. Let's see what happens.